here with Benny McLeod.
Right on the
Oops, hang on. Song accidentally went on.
It's just my introduction song.
Introduction song. No, it's actually a special song we'll play for you later. So we've got you here as the studies coordinator. So what is your role as studies coordinator?
My role as studies coordinator is pretty much done in work for camp. So before camp, I look at the Bible passages, or look through some Bible passages of John that Cam has suggested. I look through them and see which ones would best suit talking about with youth, and then I worked with Chris Angel and Cam to write those studies and come up with some questions that we can discuss to get to know our God better.
Cool. What are some of the stresses and the heartaches that come with doing something like this? Because it's not an easy task, is it?
No, there's a lot of heartache. I think some of the stresses, I don't know about heartache, but the stresses would be if the studies that you're writing are applicable to all ages. Some of the stresses are with Jesus' parables. He's not always dead clear of what he means, and so there can often be a little bit of debate amongst people in their views of certain things, which is good to have, but it also can be a little bit stressful because you don't want that to take away from the real meaning of those parables.
Yeah, cool.
What's your favourite parable that Jesus told, Ben?
Ooh, sugar. My favourite parable would probably be. I'm really looking forward to it. The I'm the vine out of John. That's probably, I'm really looking forward to doing that tomorrow. That's going to be
is that
fun.
with Cam or in the studies?
In the studies.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'll be great. Yeah.
Sounds cool. Big question. We'd like to ask all our guests, footy team. I think I have an idea. What is it?
The Brisbane Lions.
Yeah. Good.
Right.
No, that's fair enough. Better than a few other teams out there.
That's it.
Yeah.
And can I ask a question that's been kind of going around camp? We've asked a few campers already. Scrunch or fold, Ben?
Definitely fold. There's no scrunching involved. Fold 100%.
Waste of time. Thanks, Ben. We'll get you back here in a few minutes after we've interviewed Cam, the camp speaker. Cam, come on over.
Good morning, Cam.
Hello.
So I've just asked you a few questions about your role. What is your role, first of all?
So I'm the camp speaker.
Camp speaker. And what does that mean?
Well, I've got the job of doing 4 talks on John's Gospel through the camp, and
Yeah, cool. And what is it like going through and preparing talks for a book like John?
Well, I was just given the job of writing 4 talks on John, and John's such a big book, and there's so many different ways you could do it, and so I spent quite a number of weeks just scratching my head thinking about what the best way to go forward was. So I picked really just the opening few episodes in John's Gospel because I thought they introduce you to the Word and have some really great stories there. And just thinking about what's significant in them, what's Jesus really trying to say, who he is. And I hope that, this is kind of moving away from your question, but I hope people are able to go home and actually keep reading through John, because really all we're doing this week is just looking at the intro bit.
Yeah, cool.
So was it you that chose to do John, or did
No, I was told.
You were just giving
It's
it.
John's gospel,
Yeah.
and so what can I do with it?
So what was your initial reaction when you were first told? Was it more of a, ooh, I'm not, yeah.
Well, a bit of both. A bit of. So my first thought was, I love John's gospel. Not that I don't like the other gospels, but I love John's gospel because it is. It's really symbolic. It's really deep. And as I was sharing with some of the leaders, it's the kind of book that if you're new to Christianity, it's really great. You can get some really great stuff out of it. And if you're just like a complete scholar of the Bible, there's already heaps there for you to continue digging into. So I love it, but yeah, it's daunting because it's got some heavy stuff in it, and trying to think about how that applies, it is hard. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thanks for sharing all the serious stuff, but we can't stay serious. People will
Yeah.
fall back asleep, won't they?
Yeah, that'd be terrible.
I've asked it to Ben, and it's a really important question, isn't it? The footy team.
Right. Yeah, the footy team.
It's not Richmond, is it?
No, it's not. That's my bosses, actually. No, look, I'm from Sydney, and so Sydney Swans, and then just to kind of my maintenance team is the Greater Western Sydney. So yeah, I'm hoping that they will give me some joy, but yeah, I generally go for Sydney Swans.
The hope is that if one fails, you've got the other one.
Yeah. I have a feeling Greater Western Sydney will fail reasonably most of the time, but yeah, Sydney Swans is my main team.
Yeah.
is that a new one? Like,
Yeah,
you're
they're a
coming in from
relatively
a
new team.
Canadian
They've
here,
been
not
around for a
really-
few years.
Oh, okay. what are their colours? Like, I don't even know.
Orange, black, and orange, grey, and white.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
we'll get
Yeah,
Ben
fall
over.
back to
Get
it.
Ben back over.
Yeah.
We'll play a little game. You two. Cam, we need you as well. If you want to just pull a chair, I guess you don't have to stand up. It's a little game. I'm not sure if people probably listen to Hamish and Andy. They do it a bit, but I find it quite good. It's simply who has more likes on Facebook, and we'll compare two different things. So there's 3 rounds. Obviously, only one of you can win. Alright? Oh, unless you all say the same thing, but we'll go with the first one. Okay. The Presbyterian Youth Victoria page or the PYV office page? Who's got more likes or friends?
PYV Youth Victoria, sure.
Yeah, I would say.
Correct. Alright,
No
so
one likes the office.
there's a bit of a Batman versus Superman movie going around. So I don't think it's who's the strongest. Who's got more likes on Facebook, Batman or Superman?
I'm going to go Batman.
I was going to say Batman, but I'll go Superman.
Superman?
Just to chuck in a bit of context.
Alright, well Cam's got this one. Batman, 13 million. Superman, only 7 million. Oh, gee. Alright, final round. Ben, you need this one to tie it up here. You've got Shady, Shades Alcofta, Shady Marnie, or Toby McIntosh. Who's got more friends?
Oh man, I was gonna say Toby, but due to his recent haircut, I reckon go Shady.
Well, I haven't seen the haircut, so I'm going to go Toby.
Well, I'll tell you, it's Toby by a long shot. I think the haircut brought him more friends.
So what's the go with the haircut? He's had a big shave, has he?
Yeah, he's got rid of the almost
Locks.
looked a bit like an afro at one stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Thanks, guys, for coming in. We really appreciate it. I know Ben here, he's been doing the weather for us, and I would just want to dedicate a song to him. It's a song, it's called A Fine Song About Ballarat, Victoria, that's where he's from. So have a listen.
Right on the Yarra River is a city called Ballarat. It's located in Victoria. It's a good city, don't you know? Ballarat's a heck of a good city. It's a nice place to spend your time. You should go there because it's so wonderful. Yes, you should. Ballarat's got a heck of a history. You should read about it cruising by the Bridge Mall. Yeah, yeah, look at the town hall. All the people working for the city. Oh yeah, a Ballarat. What a wonderful, wonderful place. You should go there, have a good time.
Sorry.
Try to find some gold.
He sings about places around the world. He has a whole album. Yeah, if you thought that was Ben McLeod singing, you're not wrong. I'm only joking, but it does. There's a bit of a similarity there, I reckon, in the voice. Just a quick reminder for the duty group, you should be here now. It's 1:45. I believe it is Atlantis as the duty group. So if you are in Atlantis, come to the dining hall now, please, if you're not already here. We now have a sponsored message from one of our good friends, Shia LaBeouf.
Do it! Just do it! Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday, you said tomorrow. So just do it! Make your dreams come true! Just do it! Some people dream of success while you're going to wake up and work hard at it. Nothing is impossible. You should get to the point where anyone else would quit, and you're not going to stop there. No, what are you waiting for? Do it! Just do it! Yes, you can! Just do it! You're tired of starting over. Stop giving up.
Thanks so much, Shia.
Thanks, mate. It's good to have you on. So, I've just had a message from the convener, Chris. So, if you guys want to come to breakfast, you're more than welcome to. You're not going to have to wait. You can come and take your food as you come. There's no set time, so the earlier you come, the better. It gives you more time to get ready for the session. Secret word, Beck. What is it?
The secret word for today is resurrection.
Oh, resurrection. That's a big one. So remember that. You might not need it at breakfast. So you got to remember it the whole day. Okay? We're now gonna go to a real song now. Not that Ben singing before wasn't real, but yeah, hope you enjoyed this one.
It's up inside your head. You got a voice that sounds. You won't get past this one. You won't win your freedom. It's like a constant war, and you wanna settle that score. But your brains they're beating, and you feel defeated. This goes out to the heaviest heart. Everyone who's in there living, it's not over yet, it's not over yet. And even when you think you're finished, it's not over yet, it's not over yet. Keep on fighting, out of the dark into the light. It's not over, hope is rising. Never give in, never give up. It's not over, yeah, whoa. Yeah, game set match. Time to put it in your palms. I feel like leaving. It's a different season.
Yeah, I didn't fall. I'll do it again, yeah. I'll just call you over.
It's not over yet.
songs and you don't know what they are, come and see me. I haven't been saying what they are. They're all mostly Christian songs, apart from the few of the funny songs in the Katy Perry one. But yeah, it's good music. If you like it, come and see me. I'll try to say what they are. Yeah. We have a special guest, Josie. I'm good. What about you? So there's this pretty cool thing. I mean, we come to West Camp, we learn about God, and it's all great. And we go home, and we have that reassurance and the stuff that we've learned. But then we also have T-shirts and hoodies and books. What's
And
that all
drink
about?
bottles.
And drink bottles.
And Bibles and lots of different things. So I'm running the bookshop and the merch store. So if you'd like a PYV t-shirt or PYV jumper to remind you of how much you love PYV when you're at home, then come and get one from me. And I also have these really cool PYV drink bottles, which are very handy because today we're going out on lots of adventuresome things for our activity time.
Yep.
So a lot of you I've noticed haven't brought drink bottles to camp. So if you want a drink bottle, like for that Pinnacle walk that you're going on, I have plenty of drink bottles to sell you.
Awesome.
And
Thanks.
I also have books and Bibles. Thank
So
you.
come, have a look around.
The bookshop will be open today during morning tea time and during supper time.
Morning, tea time, and supper time. Thanks, Josie.
Hey, and I'm just noticing right next to the bookstore is the question cone. Remember, if you have any questions about the session yesterday or the study or devotions, then pop your question in the question cone during breakfast. That'll get answered later on.
Not the question box.
Sorry, the question cone.
No, you didn't say that. I'm just reminding everyone. It's really important. Ben's put a lot of effort into this. Benny McLeod, he's put a bunch of effort into making it the cone and not the box, and it's something different, and I really appreciate that. Thanks, Ben. Speaking of, first, Atlantis. If you're not here, duty group, get here. Right? You're late. Not happy. Right, Benny McLeod. Bit of weather, bit of news. Keep me updated.
Welcome back, Ben.
Thank you, and thanks Tim for the shout out on the song there. That was enjoyable to hear. I know you wish you were from Ballarat. In today's news, and yesterday's news, 6 kangaroos have been spotted on the campsite, and the word on the street is that Tom Pike actually got knocked out cold by one of the kangaroos when he approached it. Word also has it that in yesterday's Olympic Games, the Brian Harvey of PYV was seen playing handball and sustained minor injuries to his lower back. He's now made PYV history as the oldest leader to ever activity lead on a PYV camp. At the age of 108, Brian is still moving very well. There's also word, that Tim Stott wishes that he was from Ballarat. In today's weather, we are going to be hopefully maxing out at about 21 degrees. There's a 5% chance of rain, so that's looking pretty good, up to about 1 millimetre. There's going to be some wind. There's going to be some southwest wind coming in at 5 kilometres an hour, so just watch out for that. That's going to be coming in pretty hard. And
Just to clarify, that's not wind coming from you, that's wind coming from outside.
That's right. Thanks, Tim. And just be alert. There's a moderate fire warning, so just be alert and look out for fires. Just some fun facts for you. There are 1,500 species of Australian spiders, and the campsite rumours are that 40 of these spiders are residing in the girls' cabins. And specifically in Hannah Clody's cabin I haven't seen. I've heard word that the girls have seen 30 of these species in there. Also, a banana tree is not a tree, it's a herb.
Thanks, Ben. It's really important that we keep updated if I were the girls, I would keep a lookout for those spiders. If I were you, Erwin, Mr. Yi from Malaysia. Have a bit of a relation there. We're next door neighbours, I guess, in terms of countries. So, what have we got you on here for?
I think to talk about Youth Metro.
Youth Metro. So we, if you remember, we got on. Who did we get on yesterday? Isaac Jones. Talked a bit about Metro. He talked a bit about what it was like for him. Before we get started, what exactly do you do in Youth Metro? What are the steps? So what's the first thing you do? So you know you go to summer camp. What do you do there?
Well, it's like an intensive 5-day program, so you get split off from the main summer camp group. And this year we got this guy called Nello, some of you may know him, and he's just teaching us a lot of the basics of Christianity, just to get our knowledge down pat.
Cool. Yeah, I had Nello as well, but he's gone now, retired. You know, what a shame. We all love him. Great guy. But he's going to continue to mentor you guys through the year, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Yep. So what was the next step after summer camp?
Well, we went on Engage Camp, so that's another conference. It's not just for Youth Metro, so other people can go. Yeah, that was a course on how to write a Bible study. So
Yeah. And did you find that really helpful?
yeah, it was really, really good. So there are a lot of practical elements to the conference, which helped.
Yeah, cool. And what's the so you're at West Camp now? What's been happening in between now and when you first started Youth Metro? What have you been doing? Been meeting up with a mentor, and what does that involve?
Yeah, so I think one of the really good parts about Youth Metro is meeting up with a mentor. It's my mentor, Sam Moody. So we've been meeting up about once a week. And what we get to do is, remember going through a yellow book, God's Big Picture, you might have heard of it. So yeah, we just talk and we, go through that book. And,
Cool.
Yeah.
Is there you're going through that book? You've been to you've been to an intensive sort of camp. First up, been to a conference. Is there anything else you're doing? Another conference maybe, or?
Yeah, I think there's another conference, if Beck can confirm that.
I think there's a day, not so much a conference, but a day.
A one-day
Yeah.
sort of thing.
Sometime
On the
in
first
August.
Saturday of August.
NTS? Sorry, NTS. NTS. What does that stand for, Brian? Ministry Training Strategy. There you go. Sounds interesting.
Sounds good.
Yeah, so
Hey, there's just one question that's been pondering my head. Who are you actually going to be going for in the Olympics then?
well, Owen told me that he's Australian.
Yeah.
So
Pretty much.
Yeah, but aren't you
yeah, but Malaysia. What about Malaysia?
Malaysian as well?
Are you really going to?
Maybe just for badminton and table tennis, because that's
That's one they can win. No, I don't think so. I think Singapore will take that one out.
Oh, really?
Thanks, Erwin. Thanks for coming on. It's good to hear what Youth Metro incorporates. It's something that I highly recommend. I can't stress enough how important it is to be able to grow in, not just be trained how to lead, but to be able to grow in your own faith and equip yourself to teach others about the gospel. So, thanks, Erwin, for that. Thanks for
If you're interested in looking into Youth Metro, then see one of your senior leaders, maybe Brian. He's a good guy to see, and yeah, he can give you a few more details on that.
If you're unsure, if you're not sure, don't really know whether it's for me, speak to Brian. Also, I'm sure he'll be able to talk you through it, maybe more specific aspects it involves, and how you could be involved and actually do it. It's worthwhile, definitely worthwhile. It's worthwhile just speaking to someone about it. So thanks, Erwin. Thanks, Brian, for a bit of help there. So,
just one more reminder. Prayer workshop today at 5:15. And you never know, there might be some chocolate frogs. Oh no, not chocolate frogs, chocolate Easter eggs, yeah. So you might want to come along to that, and yeah, not just for the Easter eggs, but to gather in fellowship and get some good prayer time in there, and learn about how you can pray as well.
If you're not sure how to pray, or you might be struggling to be able to maybe just pray in general, and you would like to know how to pray, come to this workshop. You will be taught. Look, it might not be like, no, you have to pray like this. It'll just be a very encouraging way to learn more about how to pray and how you can pray. So yeah, come along.
Come see Sarah in the what is it called? The table tennis room.
The table tennis room.
Yeah.
The room at the end of the boys' dorms, on the end closer to over here, if that makes sense. Yeah, Sarah's put a lot of effort into preparing this workshop. So come along, support her, learn how to pray. It'll be good.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thanks. That's us for today, Beck. 31st of March, last day of March. What a good way to spend it. What a great way to spend it here at West Camp.
Yeah. Okay. Have a
Way
good
to
day.
end out the month. Yeah, have a good day. Stay safe. No more injuries. Brian, 108 years old. Congratulations. Don't break your back.
Oh, and happy birthday, Tim. I think it's
No.
Tim's birthday. Oh, yesterday. Okay. Happy
All right, that's
birthday.
enough. Bye-bye.
All right.